Welcome to the Pod in Your Basement podcast, featuring Ben DeLessio and Joe Garza. They're alive, they're hungry, and they're opinionated.
You gotta say. Can you say it in a spookier way? Because
no.
Hello.
I do it the Seinfeld way.
Yeah. I do it the Frankenstein-Feld way. So
did
today
you see Frankenstein?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I have.
With the Toro? No,
I have.
Yeah, you have. How is it? Want to do a quick little review of that one?
Well, let's wait. I mean, do you want to watch it first and we do an episode?
I'll probably watch that at some point, but I'm not like.
Oh, all right. My real quick, because it's not our topic. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot. It's definitely too long.
Mm.
Does not need to be nearly as long as it is.
Mm.
I think it's really nice to look at. The story, I really like the acting, even though I've heard mixed things. I thought Oscar Isaac was excellent. Some people actually thought he was terrible. So, I have the beholder, I suppose. But yeah, it's Guillermo del Toro likes making like sexy monsters and having sexual tension with them. And that's Jacob Elordi. That's what he's very good looking and he's Frankenstein. And he's like not typically what Frankenstein would look like, but he's still kind of grotesque, but hot.
Yeah.
And it's a good story. The story. I think there's a few changes, but it's one of the most kind of adapted stories out there. But it's on Netflix. It's good. Like it's a good movie.
Yeah.
And it's accessible. So see it.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. It's a minute review.
Well, I'll definitely check it out. I generally like Guillermo del Toro's movies, even when the plots are kind of not that great. I think he's got a great eye for cinematography. I think he's got a great eye for monster design.
Yeah, that's what you're going for here. Yeah. It's Frankenstein. It's the story is the story.
Yeah.
Again, I think there are some differences. I think the ending has a pretty notable change. But it's Frankenstein. Like that's the story. It's cool.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and Guillermo has a great mind for the macabre and grotesque and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Even though I think sometimes he's a little too political and he is really I get it, like the otherness and all of that, but it doesn't mean you have to fuck them and that's like what a lot of the movies are. Shape of Water was just I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So see it.
Okay, I will. I did see the Kenneth Branagh one from the early 90s.
Kenneth Branagh. I don't remember that one. I like Kenneth Branagh though, but I don't remember that one.
Yeah, he directed it, and it was interesting because he Francis Ford Coppola produced it, and so he did it after he did Dracula. So he wanted to do almost like not like a shared cinematic. Yeah, that is a great one. So, but he wasn't trying to do like necessarily like a shared cinematic universe, but he did want to do like a series of classic Gothic and horror novels, but like you said, do with like modern technology, just go full out, just like big productions. But then Frankenstein failed, and then he's like, all right, I'm not doing that.
Was it a flop?
It was a flop. Then it didn't get very good reviews. Casting Robert De Niro as the monster was
really?
Yeah.
How have I never even heard of this?
Yeah, it's a wild one. And then also Tim Burton's lady was in it too. She plays
Helen Bonham Carter.
Yeah. And a few other famous people. I think Tom Hulce was in it.
She's probably knowing like she probably wants to bang that Frankenstein too.
Yeah.
Like she's probably the Mia Goth character who I like a lot. She's like that character in this one again, I'm assuming. Yeah. All right, because that Dracula I actually love. I think
that's a great one.
Really stylish and fun, and
yeah,
I'm into any movie where they're killing Ottomans. So
in
the beginning, people don't realize this. Give me 10 seconds. Dracula was a hero of Christian Europe, beating back the Ottoman hordes and he should, as he is in Romania, he is a hero. Yeah, he's a monster in some ways, and yes, he did impale like thousands of innocent people, but he also he also was a bulwark against the rising tide of the Islamic Ottoman Caliphate. And without him, who knows if they would have rolled into Vienna much more easily. If you don't know your history, Vienna held out against that. That's kind of like the furthest extent that the Ottomans went. So he gets his name. He created, or I think his dad maybe created, the Order of the Dragon. Dracula means little dragon. And they created this order that was, for Christian knights to fight against the Ottomans. And in the beginning of that movie, he's fighting the Ottomans, and it's really like cool battle scene.
Yeah, yeah. And I like how the movie blended elements of Vlad the Impaler with the original novel.
Yeah. Because and yes, Dracula it's not in the novel. It's not that he's inspired by.
Right.
The writer was inspired by Vlad Dracula, or Vlad Dracula's his dad, Vlad Dracula. But yeah, very interesting. And also, it's not that I'm making it pretty simple. The history, like Vlad was in the court of the Ottomans, kind of raised by them, but he was a ward, so he's kind of like a hostage. But anyway, very interesting stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good segue, a clever segue into the main topic.
We don't need one.
Okay, all right. So for today's topic, we're going to be talking about
we're going to be impaling tropes, horror tropes.
Yes, and fending off hordes of cliches.
Yeah,
through our Christian entity or something.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, so we're talking about what we think are the most annoying tropes and cliches in. I mostly focus on horror movies, but I think you can kind of broadly apply them to TV.
Okay, good. I was actually I'm glad you said that. I was going to say that. I assume like this podcast, I think we've done a lot of movies, but this, I don't think the intent is to just be movies. Like we want to just do horror stuff in general. So I focused on movies, but if you have ones that are not movies, that's fine too.
So did you want to start, or you want me to take the
lead? You can go first. Just go back and forth. Or do you want me to start?
Yeah. Actually, you want to, because I've got that.
All right, I'll do. So I have a list here. One of the ones that, so I guess this one comes as no surprise maybe to you, and I don't even know if this is that considered a trope all that often, but personally, and I think mine will be broader after this, but personally, one I can't stand is hurting animals in horror movies, where it's like this person is bad, so they have to hurt innocent animals. So it kind of starts there. Like you see a cute, obviously with me it's cats, but it could be a dog, it could be like anything kind of sweet, like the creature, the monster. Speaking of, I know it's not necessarily horror, but Shape of Water, that gross amphibious creature or whatever, just like eats a cat, and the owner's just like, oh no, and it like these lets him live there, but like eats a fucking cat. Right. I can't stand that. And that's just something that's like, whenever you see an animal in a horror movie, of course I'm like, that thing's gonna get killed in some horrible way. And so that's one of the tropes. I wish they would just like cut that out and find other interesting ways to show that something is evil, like maybe it's a child or a creature or whatever. Like you don't need to have it kill innocent creatures anymore. I think it's just been done to death. No,
you're definitely right. It is, and it's also lazy. Like
exactly.
It's very easy to show, like look at how merciless this killer is, or this monster is, because they killed the family dog, or because they killed the pet parakeet. At some point you have to be like, yeah, I know, it's like we've already seen this thing or this person kill a bunch of other people. We don't need to I think it's pretty firmly established that it's evil and merciless. We don't need to go the extra mile.
Sure. Or even sometimes, a lot of times it's like a build up, and because they'll always say, if like anyone who probably listens to true crime, which I'm not the biggest true crime person, I listen to some. Obviously I'm married to a white woman, so she listens to true crime, and and then of course she's scared to be home alone, and I'm like, well, why don't you stop listening to true crime podcasts? I think we talked about that before, but that's always like one of the signs, right? It's of a serial killer. It's like the trifecta: hurting innocent animals, peeing the bed, and what was the other one? Like mom issues, like having a neglectful mother or something. It's like those three, and there is a recipe for a serial killer. So a lot of times it's used for that. It's used to show like, okay, it's hurting this animal. It's a character next. And I agree with you. Like, it's just lazy. It's just like turns me off because I find it, really unnecessary. And it kind of just like puts me in a shitty mood.
Yeah.
And people could say like, oh, what, you care more about like the innocent creature than, a teenager or like a child? Like, well, in a way, like, I don't know, there's different types of agency there. And I don't want to see young children get harmed either. Right. And unless it is really important to the story.
Sure.
But they would, I don't think, I mean, I'm sure there's exceptions to everything, but having some creature bite the head off of a child is not going to be some plot point to be like, oh man, this thing's like, that's the ending of something, if anything. That's the most horrific, you would think from a writer's perspective, the most horrific thing that this killer, broad term, would do. It's never that in replace of like a cat or a dog or a parakeet or something. It's that's always the buildup, is hurting the small animal first.
Yeah. For mine, it is blood splatters. It's the thing where like, you most often find this in PG-13 movies where it's like it cuts away before the axe comes down or before the monster attacks. It cuts away and then it just cuts to a wall and then blood splatters because like, oh, it's too gruesome for us to show you. So many horror movies have done this. Even R-rated ones where they can get away with being more graphic. I'm still like, okay, it was so gruesome that you had to literally move the camera away to not show us. And it's like, I don't know. And it's funny because like, in some ways it kind of goes against my an ethos that of like, sometimes it's better to imply rather than to always show, but it just happens so fucking often, and you can also like see when it's gonna happen. Like,
it is definitely a trope, but I think if it's done well, like it can be artistic and so an example I can think of is, this isn't a horror movie. It's, have you ever seen Dogma? It's the Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah.
I was like it's in the Askew universe, and it's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are like fallen angels.
Yeah,
is George Carlin in that?
Yeah, he plays that priest.
Oh my god, that's George Carlin. Oh
yeah,
I didn't realize that. So anyway, and like basically Matt Damon, to cut it short, he's shooting up like a conference room of people, right? And he's kind of yelling like, don't run, and they don't show him massacring them, but like you see the blood splatter like on a icon,
on the movie
on the movie cow. And I think that's also interesting because like a gold cow, that's biblical anyway. And I just thought like that's like a good version of it. Like I don't necessarily need to see Matt Damon mowing down all these unarmed people. So I see what you're saying though, but a lot of times I think it can be fun if it's like the opening credits, which is probably the tropiest.
Sure.
But I think sometimes that can be fun, like if it's the opening credits and it's like splatter and then the title. But it's done a lot.
No, yeah, for sure. I think that oftentimes it falls into the category of being very lazy. So it can either be like, well, we didn't have enough money to show the death scene, or it's like we couldn't think of a clever way,
right?
Or I mean, it may have been original 40 years ago, like in James Cameron's Aliens, where like the xenomorph it goes into the cockpit, and then they turn around, and then like you see like the mouth open, and then it just cuts to windshield, and then it's just all covered in blood. Yeah. So we're kind of like, okay, yeah, I know, like maybe that was cool years ago, where it was like, ooh, like, it's so gruesome. But it's just been done in so many splatter movies and slasher movies, but then like you said though, I think it can be done with comedic purpose. I think it can be done in some fun ways. It's just overused now, or it's like a way to be bloody in a PG-13 movie where it's like we're showing blood, but we're not showing blood coming out of a person, so that's how we can get the PG-13 rating. Yeah, so that's one of my bugbears.
All right. So my next one, I'm sure you're gonna have one of these, so I'll just start with. Okay, I'll do the classic car not starting.
Oh yeah,
which is just, I mean, again, if it's an older movie where like cars literally weren't at like that, actually a problem with older cars.
Yeah,
I get it, but to this day, I feel like you see this happening all the time. Like this just isn't a problem anymore with cars.
Yeah.
Like cars don't take long to start. Like that's just something that's antiquated. And I feel like you're still seeing that. And it's just, it's a cheap way to build suspense. Because obviously, you know, the killer is on the move and the character can't start the car to get away. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. But it's one of the most, I would say, iconic. But now it's I'll try and note this, but like it's one of those ones that I feel like has realistically, what's it like, aged out, but writers still just rely on it when they need that, when they need to build suspense.
Yeah, and it's a non-horror related like external obstacle that they're like, we need something to happen because we can't just have like another monster chasing them, so we need to put something like to ramp up the suspense. So actually I have two more that are related to that one. So they are cell phone dying or no reception in the most like inopportune moment.
Right. Yeah, which is just not, again, that's something that's kind of, I'm sure like there are still places where there's bad reception, but
sure,
it seems like it's way more common than like reception is pretty good now. You ever seen those maps of like covered area? Like it's pretty good now.
Yeah, I mean, like unless it was like explained earlier on the film where it's like, hey, we're going out to this cabin and there's no reception, and that's good because we're trying to get away from all that. It's like you can explain that, but there are just too many times where it's just like it's established that they have cell phones, so they're calling and texting each other, and then right when the killer shows up, oh no reception, or my phone's about to die, and it's like you go for several days, like
no one just charges their phone anymore, like just looking at reels.
Yeah, exactly. Or you have a generator, like you probably have like a backup generator or something like that, or a charger on you, like there are ways. And then the other one is flashlights going out in the most inopportune
batteries dying.
And also like the thing where it's just like you hit it a couple times and then it turns on, and then when it does finally turn on, then it's right there. The monster's right there. So it's like yeah, I mean, technology is so good nowadays. It's getting really, really hard to believe that something's not working or something broke down. You have to come up with a really good explanation for why.
Definitely adds like a challenge to, I think you're gonna, I mean, if movies want to be more realistic, like now people can, like it definitely adds an element of like information gathering that, well, like for instance, I watch, we mentioned Seinfeld like every episode. I watch Seinfeld every night, and I love it because it's so 90s. And it really is this like time capsule of the 90s.
Yep.
We're even there because it's a TV show. Like people will just show up at an apartment to like have a conversation and leave. Right? It's a TV show, and they talk over. But of course, there's payphones. There's a whole plot point about a payphone and that kind of stuff where it's like, is this person not contacting me? Now you can go and like, oh no, they're on Instagram and there's the green dot, like that kind of stuff. So it does pose a challenge, I think, to writers to address these sorts of issues. And a lot of times you do have to be like, yeah, okay, so we have to isolate them to a place where the phone doesn't work, or they lose their phone or break it or something, and that's fine.
Mhm.
But it is making it much more difficult to rely on the classic, like whether it's a romance or like a romance used to be like, oh well, is the person sitting by the phone because they don't want to miss the call, and it's been 3 days, but now it's just like, hey, just text them. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
like, hey, I'm on my lunch break. What's up? And so yeah, so yes, but I think that's in like that where there's a challenge, there's opportunity, and they can make some like more interesting stories.
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely ways where you can take a challenge like that and then make it like an integral part of the plot. So, for example, again, not a horror movie, but Die Hard, when John McClane, he doesn't have shoes, like he like the terrorists invade and he doesn't have shoes, so he has to run.
Right.
So I was like, oh, like that's an obstacle. It could have been like a dumb cheesy gimmick, but then it's like, oh, like he has to take on a whole group of terrorists barefoot, and so now, and because he's running, he's being chased and stuff, now he's running through broken glass and shit, and then now that's fucking him up even more. So it's like, oh, that's cool, that's a cool little obstacle that snowballed. But yeah, I don't know, I'm with you though, where it's like the car not starting, like I don't know,
they need that needs to, unless it's a notably like old crappy car or something, or like cars now, that just like doesn't happen very often.
Another one that I have is getting annoyed at one's dog or cat when they suddenly start freaking out instead of trusting their sense of imminent danger. I mean,
oh, that's a good one. Yeah, like, oh my god, dude, my cats, it's so funny you say that, and I just, do you mind if I
go for it.
Like the other, I swear, and I'll send you this video on, was it Sunday, or it might have been Saturday? I think it was Saturday. I'm in my house and I have this big window. It's right in front of this huge, like large window that looks right onto my neighbor's property.
Yeah.
And they have like 3 or 4 cars, and my cats are over, like they're both alert and like looking out the window, like both of them, doing the same thing. And I'm like, okay, and I had heard sirens, and I live on a busy street, so and the fire station is close to my house. So like I heard trucks and I saw lights. I'm like, all right, but there's passing, and then all right, they're kind of close or whatever. And because my cats were looking out and like attentive out the window, I walk over, my neighbor's car is just on fire.
Oh shit.
It was crazy. Like no one was in it. It was just parked. I still don't know what happened. I don't really talk to them, but like my other neighbors, I can actually, like, I've never really spoken to them, which is kind of weird, but that's New Jersey. So the firemen were there, and I'm like, is this thing going to explode? Because it was like right in the engine. It was like just a fire in the engine, and they put it out or whatever. It was really crazy. So it's like, yeah, I see what you mean, where in movies a lot of times the dog or the cat or whatever will start acting strange or defensive, and the owner's not like, oh, what's going, like they don't do the Lassie thing, like, oh, what's going on, girl, like,
right, yeah,
like, oh, shut up, you old mangy mutt.
Yeah, like, no, seriously, and it's always, we're just like, oh, like we just moved into a new actually old house, but we moved to a new house, and the dog is freaked out by everything, or we have a guest over, and our cat, who's always normally friendly with guests, is freaking out over this guest.
Yeah, because I guess it's Satan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When it's clear that the animal is acting in a way that they typically don't act, and you should probably trust them on that.
I didn't even think of that one. That is good though, where it's like, dude, they're trying to warn you of something.
Yeah.
All right, and then eventually the owner is relents and is like, all right, let me see what you're looking at, and then it's like cleavered in the head.
Yeah, exactly. What's Lassie barking at? Shut up! Get back inside! Come on! And it's like, no, there's Jason Voorhees is right there at the gate.
Yeah, that's good. All right, that's a good one.
Thank you.
I will do. All right, this is another kind of basic one, but I think has to be said. Falling and not immediately getting back up.
Oh yeah, I had that one.
Yeah. Someone gets chased and they fall, and instead of just like having that set, like, oh fuck, just like get up and just like keep running, they'll like turn around and start like crab walking or something. It's like, no, just run, get up and run. And I feel like that's been, done to death. Maybe it's easier said than done. Like, I get that there's that you want to confront, you want to face what is chasing you. But at that point, like, you've already started running. Like, it's almost always the victim, the to-be victim has already started running. So they already know the danger.
Yeah.
They fall, of course.
Yep.
And they just don't get up and start running again.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what part of your brain says, yeah, you should crawl.
Yeah.
You should crawl away from the monster.
Yeah. Backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I had that one on my list too. Yeah, I don't know. And like there's like, people do stupid things sometimes when they're stressed or when they're like in a high pressure situation. But I think but at the same time, it's like you're in fight or flight mode. Like, I think your flight urges should be to get up and run and not crawl.
And that's the thing. Like, but they don't fight either. Like, I would get it if they fought. And it's like, all right, like, I totally get it. Like, okay, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. Like, I'm not going out without a fight. But that's not what happens either. They just like put a hand up or something and then get clobbered.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's kind of simple, but
it's a classic one though. One that I have is like the police and the military being really outclassed by like something where like, but then like, the one who ends up killing the monster or the killer ends up just being like, some like, nerdy blonde girl or something like that, where it's just sort of like a fleet with armed men still manage to like, they still get overwhelmed by one thing because I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be like a Vietnam War thing, or it's like American arrogance, and then he gets in the way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I always like, face palm whenever I see like police officers getting killed by something that can bleed.
Yeah, it's like, let's not adhere to any of our training.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think another one that's kind of similar to that, which I think is in a lot of horror movies, where it's like the police just not listening, like giving a shit, and they kind of make fun of this in Hot Fuzz, which is somewhat of a horror movie, right? Somewhat. It's like a killer. And
there's a cult involved, right?
Yeah, and there's those like two, I don't know if they're twins or whatever, but those two officers who are just like constantly and eventually they do actually turn and support Sergeant Angel or whatever his name is, Officer Angel, but Simon Pegg's character. But like the whole time, like every time something I was like, oh, what you think because this happened, like we have a killer, and I can't remember specifics, but that's in the same vein. It's like, oh, well, this victim got shot in the head. Well, this victim got shot in the back of the head, so they can't be connected at all.
Yeah. No. The disbelieving like law enforcement authority types. Yeah. I mean, and the thing that they always, so like if like a teenager goes, oh my god, the monster just came out and slaughtered that whole family. It's like, hey, hold on, kid, what have you been smoking tonight? What have you been drinking? Hey, where do you live? I'll take you home. No, you don't understand. People are dead. Okay, no pranks, no pranks there, buddy. All right.
Yeah, I've seen this before. I know what you crazy kids are up to.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the kids screaming.
All right, slow down. Let's
go to the station. I'll have you answer some questions. All right.
Lots of paperwork. People are dying, Bob.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's always like half of the movie that they finally decide to call it in, but by that time it's like, well, this thing's already killed half the town. 9
brunette members of the cheerleading team have all been massacred. All right, we'll call this in. We'll see. There might be some connection to these murders.
No. So I have another one, and but then I have like almost like an overcorrection to that one. So the trope that I have is when like the final girl who has exhibited no real, I mean, maybe she's smart, and but that's about it. But like somehow she's the one who manages to like outlast everyone physically and is able to fight off the monster or the killer or whatever. But not the jock, not the athletic jock.
Yeah.
Not
the MMA fighter.
Exactly.
from Chechnya.
Yeah.
To kill someone with his bare hand.
not the security guard or the armed police officer, but the nerdy, white girl. So like all of a sudden she just kind of turns into MacGyver at the end of the movie, and she manages to outlast, and
she's a project manager.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who somehow knows how to like make a pipe bomb. A bunch of detritus.
Simply because the screenwriter told her to.
Well, now it's not the final girl, it's the final girl boss.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's a good idea. You got a good parody there.
Yeah.
But there was one movie that I saw where I think they were trying to not do that, but they overdid it. So there's a movie called it's a zombie movie based in Israel. What's it called?
Israel.
Yeah. What's it called? Sorry, 1 second.
War Z?
No, but it's got a Z in it.
Some of that is in Israel, I think.
Zombie movie in Israel. It's Jerusalem is what it's called.
Like this, just with a Z. Jerusalem.
Yeah, Jerusalem.
All
it's a found footage horror movie.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, not that one. I was thinking of a different one. The other one, the one I am thinking of is As Above, So Below. I think this one. The Paris catacombs.
Paris.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Sorry, but that one is also.
I want to see this Israeli zombie movie though.
It's just all right. It's got a few cool parts, but it is just kind of a generic, dumb young people. But anyway, As Above, So Below.
Mm-hmm.
The main character is this female who she's an explorer, and so like they're doing like this sort of like typical handheld thing, like, hey, Jessica or whatever the fuck your name is, can you tell us something about yourself? and then she just rattles off a whole bunch of different skills. She's like, well, I've got a black belt, and then I know 4 languages, and I've double majored in this and that, and then I also have a minor in this, and I'm an explorer, and she apparently she can just do everything. And of course, it all plays out. She's one of the only ones who survives. And it's like, okay, so you're physically capable and you're incredibly intelligent. You speak multiple languages. You're an adventurer.
Oh, she still survives.
Yeah, of course she survives. Oh, and she's gorgeous too. So you're like,
obviously,
she's perfect in every single way. So that scene almost like, I'm totally cool with making a female competent, like a female character competent and interesting and multifaceted. You don't have to give her every single skill.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say she was all those things and she gets like murked in the first 6 minutes or something.
Oh no.
That'd be kind of funny.
That would be funny. Yeah. So yeah, that's my little rant there.
Okay.
What else for you?
So yeah, final girl for kind of no reason.
Mm.
Yeah. Also, and usually the final girl like makes a lot of those mistakes. But okay, I mean, this could be a trope in itself. I'll just play off of that, where the killer like just doesn't kill all of a sudden for some reason, like kind of toys with, they like just they have a chance to kill the final girl and they just don't.
Yeah.
They just all of a sudden move too slow, or like they like get sloppy with swinging the weapon or whatever, something like that. It's like, yeah, I mean, you just killed 12 other people. Why now are you? It's like they're in on the bit.
Right.
And I can't think of any specific examples, but I feel like that.
No, yes, like there's always like a slight pause, or like for some reason, like, oh, that necklace that you're wearing reminds me of my crazy mother, and now I've got like momentary.
It's another one that I'm just going off the dome here.
Yeah.
I don't want to forget him. Is something that always kind of annoys me is, and usually this is also the final girl, doesn't have to be, but they have the opportunity to kill the killer, right?
Yeah.
And they say something, like they have a final line. And I feel like if I'm in that situation, I've just watched like my family or my friends get murdered, I wouldn't like have a tagline before I shove some, fire poker into his eye. I'll just do it. I'll just be like, oh, opportunity. Just do it. And they're always like, hey, take this, motherfucker, and like stab him. Like, in the meantime, he could just like grab your neck and like smash you or something. So that's another one. I'm like, just do it. Just
Yeah.
kill the person. Like,
Right.
shut up.
Yeah. No, that is a good one. They're again, it might have been cool a few times, but at some point you're just like, if you're truly desperate, you're not gonna like, oh, this thing killed my girlfriend. That's okay. I gotta say something cool.
Yeah. I have to
take this, bitch.
Yeah, take this. And yeah, sometimes there are some great lines like brought up Alien, it's Aliens, right?
Yeah, get away from her, bitch.
Like classic, right? But
Yeah.
that's like setting up a showdown.
Yeah.
She didn't like have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like she didn't squander an opportunity by saying that line, right?
Right, exactly.
But I feel like very often it's like the killer very well could, when you're saying your final line, you're just like stab her or something.
Yeah.
But it's all
right. I got one.
This
one just popped into my dome right now. It's pretty exclusive, I think, to slasher movies. It's where when the killer kills somebody and then like they do like the head turn, like the slow head turn. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like, it was first in Halloween. I think it was the first one.
It's very new metal. It's like very Slipknot.
Yes, exactly. But I just see that in so many horror, in so many slasher movies of like, I just impaled someone or I decapitated someone and I'm staring at them and then my head turns a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, are you a child? Are they supposed to imply that the killer is still kind of has the mind of a child and is like, huh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, that's what like my cats do if they kill a cockroach.
Yeah,
yeah. I feel like that's one of those things that it probably was cool like the first time you saw it, but now like it is. I didn't coin this term. Like it is the new metal head turn. Like I've heard that before, and it's like every new metal band would always have one guy in the photo or in the video, like music video, like doing that. Usually the bassist or something.
Right. I did see there was a funny parody of that. It was in Portlandia, which is
really?
Yeah, it was funny. So is one of the plots was about Fred Armisen's character. He's been gaining weight, so his wife is trying to get him to stop eating pasta, but he's like addicted to pasta. So he's like hiding pasta like in different places, and then it gets to a point where he's like he's got a camcorder and he's watching like this lovely couple through their window, like he's filming them eating pasta, and then he does the head turn thing. It's
good. He's so good.
Yeah. So yeah, the serial killer head turn is a
head tilt. Yeah. All right. Let's do. So I think another one very similar to the like having the line before you kill the killer or whatever is no double tap, like shooting something and being like, oh, is they'll always be like, is it dead? Just, I don't know, go up and shoot it in the head.
Yeah.
Like why would you even risk it? Just like you've already taken the step, and it's always, it's never some like Green Beret who does that, because they know it's always like some teenager who's never held a gun before, probably like dislocated his shoulder shooting the shot. I don't know, dude. Go just shoot it again. What does it matter here?
Yeah.
Like you're not worried about self-defense versus manslaughter or something or murder one. Like this is survival.
Yeah.
So I mean that's pretty. So and I do like how they address this in Zombieland, which has some very, very dumb moments. I realized the second or third time I watched it, which I didn't realize the first time, but that I thought was very cool. It's like, just double tap. Like, it's worth it.
Yeah. Unload the clip into that thing, or like decapitate it while it's on the ground. Like,
I mean, and it also depends on your circumstances. Like, is it a horde of zombies or is it one killer thing? If there's been one killer chasing this whole time, like, why risk it? It's a horde. I understand, like, preserving ammo and that, but the point being, like, you have so much to lose.
Right.
Why not just shoot again?
Yeah. Another one of mine is like when a character goes to investigate a sound by themselves at night, usually, where it's like, especially if it's an isolated area where it's like some person lives on a ranch out in the middle of nowhere, and it's like that sound, it's coming from off in the distance. It can wait till morning. You know, you can like you don't need to go out with just a flashlight and a sawed off. Like
in your Birkenstocks.
Yeah, exactly. It's because like I'm not a superstitious person, and I wouldn't really call myself a coward, but at the same time, because I'm also like, you know, when you know, on the rare occasion when I'm home by myself, and I hear a noise like in the alley or something, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna stay here. It's not knocking at my door. I don't need to answer that.
It's just a crackhead in your neighborhood.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You know, there are definitely times where you're just like, don't fucking go up there. If it's a rat, it's a rat. You're not gonna catch it right now. Just wait till morning.
Yeah. All right, that's good. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. One that I think has gotten, which isn't a lot. Like basically, whenever there's a disturbed child, they always draw scary shit, and they're always like great artists too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I don't mean great as in like it could be in an exhibition, but they're always like artistic and freaky. Not always, but like the vast majority of the time, like. I don't know when I was a kid, like I couldn't, if I had some insane vision or something, like I wouldn't necessarily be able to put it on paper. And what's funny is that because I was looking these up, and that's one that, you know, the comments were very funny where it's like they probably have some like intern or something like actually drawing these like that. I'm sure they don't have like some 9-year-old child drawing these, but like some intern doing it or something.
Right.
Hey, nice job, Mark. Like on your, you know, scary circles and like red for blood.
Yeah.
Like it's just, God damn it, I have to go draw like a child.
Yeah.
Like Mark's over there, like drawing black circles.
It reminds me a little bit of a story from behind the scenes of the third Omen movie.
Yeah, it's probably big in Omen movies.
Yeah.
I mean, they even did this. I mean, they just to this day they did this in the movie. It was a good movie too, with his daddy's head. Like they have the same thing, and they're always like on the wall too. It was like put them up.
Yeah. In Hereditary, like wasn't the daughter, wasn't she like making like weird, you know, little dolls and shit?
Yeah.
She might have been drawing too. She was drawing for sure.
Babadook, Ring, right? Yeah. It was always a kid drawing scary shit.
Yeah. But there's
just behind take away the crayons.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing you won't have to deal with being possessed.
Right.
In the third Omen movie, there's a sequence where they're going around. They're I guess the people who are supporting Damien, who know he's the Antichrist. I guess
Damon's the black version.
Oh yeah, Damon Wayans. Yeah. They know he's the Antichrist, and so I guess there's been like this rare star alignment, which supposedly signifies that Christ has been reborn. So they're going around and killing babies, and it's never graphically shown, but it's heavily implied they're just going around killing babies because, like, well, all the babies who were born on this day under this star sign, you know, so that's probably Jesus. So they're going around killing these babies. So apparently the writer couldn't think of ways to kill babies, so he paid like his son or his nephew, like, hey, for every idea you come up with, I'm gonna give you $5. So it's like a kid, like a 10-year-old kid. Hey, think of ways to kill babies. I'll give you $5 for each one. Like,
yeah. Wait, is that real?
Yeah, that was real. That was real story.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, especially having a kid do it too. Like,
yeah, seriously.
I have another one.
Right.
The Crazy Scientist. So it's either like we have to study it instead of killing it. Or I know the thing has killed everybody, but we've spent too much money on this thing. We can't just kill it. Or I'm doing this. This horrible. I've created this horrible thing because it'll better mankind. Or mankind doesn't deserve to live anymore, so I'm creating this thing to wipe out humanity.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's just like don't trust any scientist.
Yeah, it's like some scientist went on a bad date and now he has to like ruin the world.
Yeah. So speaking of, have you ever seen Carnosaur? The movie Carnosaur?
Is that like from the 90s?
Yeah. There's a series of them in the 90s.
I think I can picture the jacket, like the cover.
I'm sure you've seen it. I was definitely like,
and I love dinosaurs, so I really think I have. But yeah, what about it?
So Carnosaur came out the year that Jurassic Park came out, And it's because both of those movies are actually based on novels, but I guess the one that Carnosaur was based on was more of like a kind of like just like a trashy sci-fi horror thing. Whereas,
oh my god, yes, what a classic jacket!
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I've seen that in VHS stores all the time.
Yes.
So I watched the first three, and so the first one, it's funny, it came out the same year that Jurassic Park came out. They have similar plots, so Carnosaur involves a scientist who wants to bring back dinosaurs so that they can wipe so they can wipe out humanity. So they because like it's almost like a land acknowledgement gone insane, where it's like, oh, like we're here on their territory, so we have to get back to them. So and it's funnily enough though, the woman who plays the scientist is Diane Ladd, which is what's her face's mom from Jurassic Park.
Dern.
Yeah, Laura Dern's mom, Diane Ladd. She plays the mad scientist in this low budget, sort of.
That's the cover of Primal Species. I think I'm thinking of too. But yeah, Roger Ebert called this the worst movie of the year.
Yeah. It's pretty terrible, but it's got some like. I love Jurassic Park, but there's not a whole lot of carnage because it's a PG-13 movie. This one definitely has a lot more carnage, but it's very trashy, low budget carnage. So
I love it. I think I have to watch this.
It's a fun watch. It's so garbage, but it's a pretty fun watch though.
Yeah, so. That's like a blockbuster. Like when we talked about movies you picture in a blockbuster and like a rental store, like that is one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got any more?
Yeah, I have a couple more. This one I think gets somewhat of a pass because I think this happens in real life too. But whenever someone gets stabbed with an object and it's in them, they always take it out.
Oh yeah,
and you're like really not supposed to do that. And
right.
That's like I think more common knowledge now. But at the same time, like I do get the human reaction to like if you touch something hot, you pull your hand away, right? So if, like you get stabbed with a harpoon, like the reaction would be to take this thing out of me. So I get that.
Sure.
But I would like to kind of see now in movies if that like along with technology, like I do think that knowledge, at least I believe it's like you knew that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like that knowledge, and you're like the everyman. So like it's like if you know, like everyone knows. I would like to see that like happening and be like someone like, oh no, don't take it out. Like just keep it in. That'd be kind of cool because that is something that you see all the time. And then it's like they get stabbed in the femoral artery or whatever, and they're like pulling it. Like now you're gonna bleed to death. Like just leave it in.
Yeah. No, for sure. At the very least, pay lip service to the fact, that it's not a good idea to take it out. Yeah, and you're right. Like, it could also be that if you're being chased and you have like a knife in your back or something, like maybe pull it out and maybe use it as a weapon. Yeah, that could be the other reason why. But yeah, I'm definitely with you. Yeah, it's definitely. But at the same time, I only found that out like within the last couple of years that taking out like sharp objects in your body is a bad idea. So yeah, it could just be decades of like, oh, it's okay to give cats milk. It's okay to pull out a knife.
Right. I know. Yeah. By the way, give cats, do not give them milk.
Do not give them milk.
Unless you also want diarrhea.
Exactly. Yeah.
Give them milk. But yeah, cats don't like people are always like, then why do they eat it? Well, because they're hungry and your cat it's still food. Yeah. But it's like they don't like my cat loves cheese. And it's like, yeah, but he's not supposed to eat cheese, but he will eat it.
Yeah.
Because it's food.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Was that mine? Yeah. Do you have any more? Because I have one more. So
yeah, I have one more too.
Okay.
The monster or killer isn't really dead. They're usually just revealed by like a close up of their eyes opening or something.
Yeah. That's actually so obvious. So, like, yeah, that's like that's probably one of the oldest ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it's a close up. Oh, it's getting closer. Oh, their eyes open at the last minute.
Yeah, they did the thing. They did it. And I get that because obviously, I mean, for franchises, they want to just not end. But I do like. I mean, they address that in Cabin in the Woods. That's like one of the. If like you don't see someone die, they're not dead. Very meta. And do they address that in Scream? I can't remember exactly. That's
I
one
don't
of the
remember.
rules. But yeah, that's. I mean, you're being more specific too. It's like the close up of the dead. I always want to be like, I don't know, just like go set it on fire or something. If it's like really make sure. They would double tap. Like, cover it in gasoline and set it on fire.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if that is available, like smash its head or something. Like, why would you even? Like, oh, and it's always like, oh, I'm really glad we took care of that. Let's go to the police now and let's go to Officer Jenkins and let him know that we saved the day. And then close up, eyes open. They're all
and something where it's like as they're walking away from the alleged corpse, they're like, okay, I'm gonna toss down my shotgun. I'm gonna drop the axe and walk away. And it's like, just bring it with you.
I'm gonna leave this sharp and blunt object 7 feet away from the killer that we've shot 400 times. And now we think is dead. But got up all those other times.
Right.
Yeah. All right, this last one, I thought this one was kind of funny too. It's like whenever, so this has, I feel like there's a lot in like cult movies or like whenever someone needs blood, like a blood type, I don't know if sacrifice is the right word. They always just like slice the middle of their hand, like the palm of their hand is like, why?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the most important parts of your body. Your hands bleed a ton.
Yeah.
It's to hold stuff. Now you're going to be in pain. You're going to be like slipping on weapons, for instance, that you might need or whatever it is. Yep. Like why of all the places to cut, like why the middle of your hand? There's so many other places that you can get blood. Like for like you only need a little bit of blood for this, Ouija board or whatever it is. This pentagram on the ground. Like why cut the middle of your hand?
Yeah, and it's always done like in a very like ceremonial fashion too.
Yeah.
You don't need to do this.
Does it say that you need to cut the middle of your hand? Like I don't know. In the mafia, like that is a thing. Omerta, you cut your hand because they put specifically a card of a saint in the palm of your hand. Like that is a thing. But that's like part of the ritual. You have to do that. Right. This other thing is just like they just need some blood. You can cut other parts of your body that will, suffice.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got.
That's pretty much it for me. Most of them are like a little bit too obvious, or like, or ones that we already talked about, like jump scares and stuff like that. But I think that's
I kind of stayed away from jump. One last one was like, again, something that doesn't really happen anymore with cars is like the car backfiring and it's like a gun or like that jump scare.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's the car it's just the Pontiac. That's all it was. And then next time, something goes off and they're like, oh, it's that old clunker. And it's really the killer coming in to blow your head off.
Right.
But yeah, those cars, they don't really happen anymore. Cars don't really backfire anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's not 1973.
Right. Real quick, I know I'm bringing this up kind of without prompting you about it. So have you heard of Chris Stuckman and his horror movie?
No.
So Chris Stuckman is a YouTuber.
Yes.
He's a film critic.
What's it called? What's the movie?
Oh, Shelby Oaks.
That's
when it just came out.
I saw something today about it where people were ripping it.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting thing. I still want to check it out. I've heard some okay things about it, but I also heard that it just kind of rips off a bunch of it. Like it actually is packed with a lot of tropes and cliches. The reason I bring it up is because it just came out, so I was curious if you saw it. But also, I think part of the reason why people are ripping on it as well is that Chris Stuckman. So he's a YouTuber.
I know. I like him.
Well, he did a thing where he said he was going to stop giving negative reviews to movies. Did you hear about that?
No.
This is like he started doing this like just over a year ago when Madam Web came out, and people were ripping on that movie.
Madam Web, that's not even a horror movie, is it?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't just do horror movies; he just did whatever. Okay. He's also like it's comic book movies and stuff like that, superhero movies.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he made this decision to be like, I'm not going to criticize movies anymore because. As a filmmaker myself, I know how difficult it is. But then people are also like, well, then you're not a movie critic. Like, it's okay to criticize a movie
Right.
Like, so I think that people are ripping on Shelby Oaks now because of that, where it's like, it's like imagine if what he said was super political and then he made a movie. It's like, that's just so much baggage now that like it's really hard to like separate that. So
yeah,
I was just curious if you had any
the very little I heard about, because like I know the guy. I've watched a bunch of his reviews and I like him. I like his reviews. There's this other guy who's great, who I'll send you, who I like a lot, who does really in-depth, and he just does horror, so I sometimes get them confused, but he's like Scottish or English or something. Yeah, I saw like the guys I heard, the clips I heard were like it's derivative of this, and it's like tropey and unoriginal and all that. Yeah,
it's got like found footage, it's got cults, it's got possession, it's got a serial killer, it's got an like abandoned insane asylum. Right? It just kind of like has so much crammed into it.
Okay, yeah, and it's bad. I mean, I don't really want to watch like knowingly bad movies,
right?
But maybe I'll check it out.
I mean, like I wouldn't go out of my way
to offer. Sometimes I like movies a lot of people don't like, but there's a lot of movies out there, so we'll see. Well, if we want to do an episode on it, I'll watch it, because that like will give me a reason to watch. But
yeah, I know for sure.
Okay, so maybe I will.
Yeah.
Wait, so you've seen it?
I have not seen it.
Oh,
I just heard reviews about it. I was just curious because, like, he's kind of a controversial person in like the movie review YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, and so now he came up with the movie, and so it's like, I hope it's good, but I'm also sort of like,
that is kind of tough.
Yeah,
that is kind of tough to like be a critic and then make your own, like whatever you've been criticizing. Like, you better nail it, or else people are going to be gunning for you.
And something else that kind of poured gas onto the fire as well was that in a recent podcast interview, he said that that another part of the reason why he doesn't criticize movies anymore is because he's afraid that he might bump into a filmmaker and be like, "Oh, you criticize my," so he's like, so that came off as kind of like, "Oh, so you want Hollywood to think, oh, he's a good boy, he's one of us, he likes our movies." So there's a little bit of like, you're just doing that so you can not develop a bad reputation in Hollywood. So it did seem a little, yeah.
All right.
Well, anyway, that's it for today.
That's it.
See you in the basement.
See you in the basement. See you in the basement. I'll see you in the basement.